Alright guys, today we're going to be continuing our budget skins series, and today we're taking a look at the MP9 for this. We're going to continue the super budget and value budget theme, and with this that means we're going to have 7 different super budget options and then 3 value budget options. If you're wondering, super budget is around the £1 mark or under, value budget is anything over that falls under £10, because I think that overall in the grand scheme is a nice way to work around things. So if you do enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button around here. Thank you for all the support recently. Let's get right into it. Now the first option is going to be the featherweight. This is 16 pence for minimal wear. It's crazy cheap. It is a clean skin, and that's what I love about it. There's not too much more to write home about this, but if you're wanting like a black and white or a black inventory, this is really nice to work with. Or if you just want a budget option that's clean, featherweight is the one for you. Then I'm going to have the modest threat. Now, this is very similar to like the AK Aubrey Mark 1, like the 1 on it, where like the color gets a bit washed and a bit worn as it is anyway, but it's 22 pence for factory new. And why I like this one is, if you're looking for like a orange themed inventory, you can immediately get an MP9 sorted for yourself for 22 pence for factory new. What's not to love? Then the Bioleague's one that we paid a bit more attention to these days. I would say this also has to be factory new. It's 23 pence for factory new as well. You can still see the wear coming through even in a good factory new float, but overall this gets a nice lighting effect upgrade in CS2, and you know, it's a nice budget green option which we do have more of. We'll showcase those two now in a second. Going back to the min wear skins, I'm going to have a capillary next. 26 pence for this. You can see these skins, much like the Mac 10, I love the MP9 because they're so budget friendly. Capillary is just nice sort of I'm going to say a nice clean aesthetic. You get a bit of teal through it, a bit of like pink through it too. Overall, it's a nice budget skin. You can also pair this in with like the capillary op if you want to try and like go for a budget theme. I did say we have more that fit the green inventory theme, and this is going to be the Deadly Poison. 32 pence in this case for minimal wear. This is I think like basically you'd go for either this or the Bioleague and then long-term upgrade to the Hydra. I personally prefer this over the Bioleague because I think it's a bit cleaner. But if you do want those lighting effects, then obviously Bioleague could be a pretty good option for you. One of the best neutral MP9s has always been the Goo. You can get this in minimal wear for 65 pence. I love the design on it. It's a bit different, but then also you get this kind of like off-color, pastel-y kind of color on the main of the skin throughout those bits of goo. I guess is the best way to define it. So you know what, like much like the featherweight for a nice budget option, like this is basically an upgraded version of the featherweight as well. If you want like a neutral skin for your MP9 for your inventory, but you don't want the featherweight, you want something a bit more like unique, then the Goo is the one for you. And then the final budget option is going to be a food chain, which is field tested and £1.57. Now I went for field test on it because for me, I think a field tested like food chain still looks pretty good, especially if you get it under like 0.25 wear. And if you want it min wear, it puts us to like that £3-4 mark where we get into the value budget. I think at £1.57, we can still call this a super budget skin. To kick off the value budgets, we have the Mount Fuji, which has thankfully been fixed in CS2. This is a skin that used to get a lot of horrible wear, even in factory new. This has been adjusted. Hopefully Valve keep it the same. Fingers crossed for that. Because it is this lovely pink skin with Mount Fuji in the background. I think like the sun done like the Japanese flag, stuff like that. It just looks so good. I think it's a really nice skin. It's 4.37 in minimal wear right now. And I mentioned the Hydra a moment ago, and it's what I'm going to put in now as one of the value budget options. This is £7.08 for minimal wear. Now, £7 for an MP9 skin. I know we're calling it a value budget. I think in the grand scheme it is when you look at some of the other like MP9 skins that exist, like literally ones in the thousands. This is an amazing skin. It is, I'm going to call it like an end game skin, if you will. Like you could have this as your MP9 and run it for years and it's going to be absolutely fine. I love the design on it. I love green skins in general, so I'm a big fan of the Hydra. And then our final skin is going to be a Starlight Protector. Now this did get nerfed coming into CS2, I'll be honest. What used to be a really nice white finish is now kind of like this metal-y, shiny, I don't know, like silvery finish. I preferred it when it was pure white. I think it still looks good though. I'd still take a Hydra or a Mount Fuji over this. However, I think obviously the colors of the unicorn on it are very bright, very insane. I would hope that Valve one day fix this to white, but we might be stuck with it as it is now. Only upside to this sort of silvery metal finish is that it does get an extra bit of like lighting effect. You guys can let me know what your preference is in the comments down below. That's all 10 of the budget MP9 skins that I had picked out for today. I think across the board is another really good option. We've managed to showcase like some really good options for you guys building inventories without just listing all the basic cheap ones, because that would be a way to do it, but we don't want to go down that path. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button when you're around here. It was a pretty quick one today, I feel. But like we're going over value SMGs. This is probably going to be the last one like this. All the rest of these value budget videos will probably be in short, and then we'll start doing the normal like budget loadouts that we used to do through CS2. So like I say, hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button when you're around there. We'll catch you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.